Hi, everybody watching this. This is a message from myself, James Blacklords, JB Commercial Finance, and this video is specifically around the government-backed recovery loan scheme. Now, for those who don't know, this is a scheme that was introduced following the closure of the bounce back loan and the Civils loan schemes, which were brought out as part of the COVID recovery plan by HMRC following the first lockdown in March 2020. And then the bounce back loan was in May the same year. As those schemes drew to an end with mixed results, the recovery loan scheme was launched, and it's been extended until the end of June 2022. So now is the time to consider applying for this scheme if you haven't already. Now, realistically, because of backlogs of lenders, there's likely to be a few weeks delay at the very end of the scheme. So my advice to people is to get your applications in by the beginning of June, if not the end of May, to make sure it's processed in time. So realistically, that means from today's date, which is the 2nd of March, you've got 2 months to get your applications in. Now, this is something I obviously can help with, but the purpose of this video is just to give some guidance about who may be eligible for it and the perks of this particular scheme. Now, the loan goes from £25,001 upwards, and any loan under £250,000, if you're a limited company, will not come with a covering personal guarantee, and no personal residences can be offered as security either. So this is a very rare opportunity to borrow money without having to give a personal guarantee, which can impact on things like mortgage applications, credit applications in the future. You are still personally liable for the debt if you are a director of the company, as the company is of course liable for the debt, but there's no personal guarantees signed, so no visits to the solicitors or anything like that. You can borrow up to a term of 6 years, and while it's not set in stone, approximately 25% of your turnover is around the sort of figure that's being applied for. So if you turn over £200,000, realistically, a £50,000 facility, assuming you can justify borrowing it, is about the amount you'd want to be borrowing for, the max you can borrow. There are exceptions to this based on profitability, turnover, credit history, etc., but that's a good ballpark figure to work with. Turns over 6 years, and rates can vary. Rates are varying from anywhere from 4% to 15%, but realistically, most of the applications I've been doing have been around about the sort of 8 to 12, 13% mark, which for unsecured funds is a pretty good deal. Timescale wise, it's very quick as well. You can put an application into someone like myself, agree to work with someone like me, get me the information I need, which is usually reasonably basic: accounts, management information, bank statements, and personal details. And someone like myself can do the application normally within 24 hours and have a decision within a couple of days, and money hopefully a couple of days later. And for most brokers, and certainly myself, but most good brokers, are not charging a fee for this particular service. So if you come to me or anyone similar to myself, we won't charge you a fee for initial assessment, we won't charge you a fee for an application, and when you get the money, you don't have to pay a fee either. We get a small commission from the government, which is enough to cover our expenses, and that's absolutely fine for the purposes of this loan. So why should you apply for this? Well, the fact that you don't have to go personal guarantee under £250,000 is fantastic. The speed's great, and the fact that the market is going to be very uncertain when this particular scheme comes to an end at the end of June means that it's always worth getting your money in the bank now if you think you're going to need it for the next year or two, because there may not be another opportunity, certainly with these preferential terms. Who can apply? UK-based businesses. Money's being used for the particular business that's borrowing the money. You've got good credit, you're profitable, hopefully, and you've got a valid reason for wanting to borrow the money. So it's going to be used for working capital, it's going to be used for cash flow, you're going to be used for expansion, growth. Any of those are fantastic reasons. It's a great time to do it. You can get in touch with myself at james@jbcommercialfinance.co.uk or give me a call. The number is obviously on in this email or YouTube, depending on where you're watching it. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you've got about this particular scheme. And if you want to apply, then more than happy to do so as well. You can go to your own bank to apply, of course. Banks are accepting applications from their own clients only at this stage. But if you don't want to do that, then feel free to come to me. And we've got a whole world of alternative lenders outside the banking system who can look at this scheme as well, with over 40-something lenders currently on the panel for the RLS loan. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Any questions, please do get in touch. I hope you found that useful. I look forward to hearing from you.